Is it okay to film treatment? So yesterday, something really interesting popped up on my Facebook page. It's on a chiropractic group, and it was all about this guy whose patient, or the person accompanying the patient, was filming the treatment. So it's one of the things that I get mentioned to me by new patients an awful lot, and that is that they've seen a video, or they've seen sort of, you know, some guy doing some sort of chiropractic stuff and some cracking stuff, and it was really dramatic, and they felt like that's what they needed. Now, social media is fantastic nowadays, because what it does for chiropractic and osteopathy and some realms of physiotherapy is it kind of strips away the stigma and the uncertainness of it, and it basically allows people to see entirely and accurately what we do before we do it. Now, for some people, they may get a little bit anxious about that, especially as a practitioner. And the reason being is because some practitioners aren't quite as confident as other practitioners, and they get a little bit self-conscious, which is absolutely fine. But the people out there on social media that are videoing sessions, or, you know, and don't get me wrong, there's definitely a need to get clients' permission and to basically make sure that everyone involved in the video adheres to it. But there are so many benefits to doing this, and it's not all negative. And I found it really frustrating that this guy was seeing it as such a negative thing, because what it does is it helps people make a decision and try and help them understand what the treatment is, what it does, and how it works. And that's something that, for a lot of people who haven't experienced chiropractic or osteopathy before, is quite useful. It's quite a useful tool. So I'm all for this. I'm all for breaking it down, stripping away the curtain, and sort of allowing patients and or prospective patients to see entirely what we do. What I don't like is the drama behind it. And if you are a professional, or you're a practitioner working in either of the fields, chiropractic, osteopathy, physiotherapy, or even in healthcare, you'll look at some of the videos out there, and there's guys where I've seen a few in the last few months where they're making it very dramatic, and there's a long pause, and there's just like there's a hold at the end, and it's all very, and you don't know what to do. It just looks awkward. It looks like they're trying to turn it into a show. The treatment itself is a manual form of treatment. It's physical, it's manual, there is an element of it that is going to be a little bit dramatic. However, you do not need to make the profession into a live demonstration or a stage production. It is just a demonstration of how things are performed. So I don't know why you would be anti your patients filming treatment sessions. In actual fact, what I try and do is every third Monday of the month, I hold an hour session over at lunchtime where I do a free hour. So anyone who wants treating inside of that sort of period of time, as long as I'll give them treatments, as long as they're happy for me to record it, because those videos are actually very useful to explain different conditions and how treatment can be beneficial for those conditions. So I don't know why you would be so against videoing if you were doing a good job. I love people's passion around getting people better and getting patients better and spreading the word about how useful and beneficial treatment can actually be. Because for so long, there have been so many people not knowing who to turn to and wasting people's time, like GPs' times and A&E and all these other wonderful services that are in place, but because you don't know who to go and see for back pain or headaches or neck pain, we go and bother the people who we know to be first contact. And it's just frustrating, it's irritating, because they could be spending their time so much more efficiently somewhere else. If you're a practitioner and you've thought of doing any videos to help you explain what treatment does or how it works, make sure you get permission. Also, if you're a patient and you want to film the treatment being done, you have to also get permission from the practitioner to do so. You've got to remember that actually some practitioners aren't quite as confident as the ones you're seeing on Instagram or on Facebook or on TikTok all the time. They need to have that informed consent on both sides, both the patient and the practitioner. Otherwise, I've got nothing but great things to say about a lot of the videos I see. Some of them I sort of shake my head at and I tut, and you know, but the others are amazing. There's a lot of reviews, there's a lot of questions being answered that with things that are like postural straps and sort of the massage guns and things, the reviews that you're getting from practitioners that are using them daily in practice are amazing. I mean, you can't fault them. Keep filming, guys. Keep showing us what you're doing and how amazing what you're doing is, because I guarantee you it'll at least get to someone in your local area who has been umming and ahhing about who to see or what treatment they need. And actually, your video is going to set that bar really, really high and make that decision for them. Social media is a great platform for manual therapists now. Use it. And if you can't get to grips with using social media, then you're going to have to deal with the consequences. Don't moan that you're not getting as many new patients, or you're not spreading the word, or people aren't listening to you, or they're going somewhere else. If that other person is doing more social media and basically trying to inform and educate their local community better than you are, unfortunately, you're going to miss out. And patients, get your reviews out there. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you've got to say about the sort of treatment, how you felt afterwards, what you thought was going to happen. Does your neck actually twizzle off? Of course it doesn't twizzle off. Treatment videos are fantastic for chiropractors and osteopaths.